the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. So welcome again to another segment of Arsenal in News. This time it's kind of on the edge of breaking news because I'm on my lunch. I hear some my colleagues who are Arsenal fans speaking about club captain Laurent Kolcielny. Laurent Kolcielny apparently has refused to travel to the US for the pre-season tour in the States. And I've chosen the outlet, the BBC News, because there's more credibility, I think, for the BBC than most. But anyway, yeah, so let's just get into it. And it says, Arsenal captain refuses to travel on club's US pre-season tour. The 33-year-old French defender is out of contract at the end of this new coming season and reported a target for some French clubs, apparently. Bordeaux, Lyon and Rennes. Now, the news broke from Arsenal's website. Yeah, not from any of the other outlets or on Twitter. The news broke from Arsenal's own website, and they say, "We are very disappointed by Laurent's actions, which are against our clear instructions," said Arsenal. "We hope to resolve this matter and will not be providing any further comment at this time." Bordeaux have reportedly offered Kolcielny a 3-year deal. Where do I stand on this? Well, what I find really hard, there are a couple of things I want to say that I find really kind of hard to take in, is that it could have been handled a lot better by Arsenal. Did they really have to come out and say, well, look, Kolcielny has refused to travel or take part in a tour? Could they not have kept it under wraps and leave us wondering, what the hell is going on? Because as much as I think most of you would be against Laurent Kolcielny because no one player can be bigger than Arsenal. That's fair. I understand that. But Arsenal, I think they could have dealt with the situation a lot better. They didn't have to come out of this. They didn't have to come out and say anything at all until it was resolved. Where clearly, well, I think the speculation is that he has been touted by some other French clubs. So he's probably thinking, he appears to be thinking, look, I've had enough. I've been with Arsenal for 10 years. I've seen lots of ups and downs. I'm coming towards the end of my footballing career. Just let me go. Let me go. So Arsenal could have resolved that. Then once it was resolved, then they could have come out and made some kind of statement. But it's not been resolved. It's not been resolved. And they've come out with this statement. That's one thing I'm not happy with. The other thing I'm not happy with is that in recent times, you've seen where the likes of Alexis Sanchez, Aaron Ramsey, Danny Welbeck, they've been allowed to leave the club, been held to ransom, or they've been allowed to just run down their contract. But on the other side, you've got a player who really, he's at the end of his career. He's at the end of his career. But you want to hold on to this guy. You want to make it, to make a big announcement. For me, I don't like. It's left a bitter taste in my mouth. There you go. Bitter taste in my mouth. Excuse me. Let me take a sort of my drink. We're back on track. We're back on track. Very sorry about that. So, for me, let Laurent Kolcielny go. Let him go. I know. Very sorry. I know. Just been reading by on Twitter. There's lots of people who are dead against Laurent Kolcielny's actions. Kind of holding the club to ransom. Basically, they think he could have dealt with it a lot better. I just think, after all that's happened there, Arsenal could have dealt with it a lot better. There was no need to come out and make the announcement on the website. They could have, tried to speak to him. Maybe once the tour, had finished. But clearly, well, of course, we know he doesn't want to travel. That's one thing. Has he already been, taped up by another club? There's a possibility. But Arsenal should have dealt with this a lot better. In my personal point of view, there was no need to come out with the announcement on their website. Just leave us in the dark. Leave us in the dark. Let us try and figure it out. And then once things are resolved for the third time, then come out and make a statement. But you've got a player who's been with Arsenal for the best part of 10 years. Maybe for the last 3 or 4 years, or maybe 5 years, he's not been world class. So, if the guy is asking for, a breakaway from Arsenal, knowing fully well what's happened, let him go. Let him go. So I'm not sure what you guys think out there. Excuse me. But that's where I stand. I think personally, just let Laurent Kolcielny go. Let another team just, take up the slack. Yeah, if he wants to go, clearly, just let him go. I mean, realistically, how much do you think we can probably get for him? Just let him go. Probably it is time, for the changing of the guard. And, players, they all have a shelf life. No player can remain at Arsenal forever. So whether it's like a divorce, excuse me, it's not getting down too well. Excuse me. Whether it's the parting of the waves, is amicable, then so be it. But then no player can stay at Arsenal forever. They all have their shelf lives. No one can, last forever. So I guess this is just a sign, literally just let him go. Let Laurent Kolcielny go. Period. All right, that's going to be the end of my rant. See if there's anyone in the chat. Again, I've just seeing the numbers fluctuate up and down. And those of you who are watching, first of all, sorry for my cough. Yeah, and thanks for watching. If you wouldn't mind giving us, a thumbs up or the like, and if by chance you just passed by and you've seen this segment of Cannon Fodder, Arsenal News, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button as well. But yeah, it's so I'm not really happy. I'm not happy at all, But it's the sign of the times, isn't it? Arsenal just seem to be, in a bit of disarray where, I go back to the points I made. You've got players, writing down their contracts and leaving on a free. And when we do try and sell players, we sell them well below, what we brought them for. So this is just, it's the norm. It's become the norm at Arsenal. But for me, just let Laurent Kolcielny go. Let him go. Let him go. How much can we realistically get for a player who's been, constantly injured for the last, 2-3 seasons? Hasn't been at his best. He's seen better days. So why would we want to do that to the club captain? Let Laurent Kolcielny go. That's all I'm going to say. But you know what? Doesn't appear to be any comments in the chat. And you know what? My laptop again has just crashed. So I guess at some stage I'm going to have to get a new laptop. Yeah. So that's it. Laurent Kolcielny refuses to get on the airplane and travel with the squad on the US tour, preseason tour. And the breaking news came out on Arsenal's own website. Very disappointing. No player obviously can be bigger than Arsenal, but in the same breath, Arsenal could have dealt with this a lot better. There was no need to make a big announcement that the club captain, has refused to travel. But that's it. Anyhow, I'm going to bring this short segment to an end. I want to thank all you guys who tuned in It's a shorter version of this. And again, if you're watching, just make sure you hit the like button or the subscribe button or notification button, all the usual things there. And like I always say, without you guys, no subscribers, no viewers, there can never ever be a Cannon Fodder TV. And by the way, you have been watching Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. And this is serious breaking news.